All right, welcome guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to me chit chat about all this nonsense called Tesla Composite. What is it? Why do we trade it? Why do I alert it every day? Well, what is that? Okay. It's a mixture of a couple different indicators and custom coded indicators that I use and have back tested a really ridiculous amount, like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 trades. It started on 1 minute and then 2 minute and 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, all the way up to daily testing, and 15 minute is the most profitable. It's got a really big profit factor. I've learned how Tesla premiums move during the day, and that's why we have a Tesla specific room, because Tesla turned, when I was in a drought for a while 2 years ago, trading and you know, I didn't really know how to get out of it, and I just started researching and testing new stuff out, testing new indicators out with Tesla. And this is a great mixture of a couple different things, and obviously it's a little custom, so it's not available to the public, but our room is, and these alerts are. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what it is and how we trade it. So let's look at yesterday, because it's a pretty good example. It's one we took, I believe. The first and main indicator is the composite. This shows the average price, and trying to think of a good way to describe this in layman's terms. Essentially, it takes the average price range, top, lower, bands them, mixes it with Bollinger Bands, mixes it with EMAs, and spits out this composite line, or composite lines rather, with a gap fill. So it kind of runs at it's a Bollinger, RSI, EMA, price action, and exhaustion indicator. Then you have the SMA index. The ADX index is a directional index. You can get a version of this on TradingView for free. It won't be my exact settings and the code and stuff, but it's pretty dang close. And that's our second confirmation indicator. Our third one is Heikin-Ashi bars, which it's not custom at all. You just pop these on. I don't use these as confirmation. I use these to find possible exhaustion tops. So like right here, we would possibly have entered short early, or we would have possibly have entered short or entered long right here, which you can see would have been a nice little winner at the end of the day. There are a couple of rules. This generally will be one call out per day, one trade, the first trade or first signal of the day. Because later on in the day you do get a bunch of rangy choppiness, and it kind of the indicators just don't like it. As you can see right here, it's like dark green, red, dark green, bright green, dark green, red. So we don't trade that. We do kind of like the orb, where we like early morning momentum. So here's what I'm seeing on my end, and obviously I screenshot this and sent it to the room so you guys see it as well as part of the alert. So let's go here. I believe this is the setup that I was looking at. Forgive me if I'm wrong. All right, so we're going into open. We're red on the composite, we're red on the ADX. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe we can short at open. I am looking down here. I'm looking at the volume. We'll see what happens. So that first bar is one of the most ridiculous bars in the world, but it's Tesla. It's a $36 bar. So we don't go short. We do get a trigger long. So at the close right here, okay, and I probably call this at a 10-12. That may be area, or I just set it close. You guys can look at the Discord room, the channel, and look how I call this, if I call this one. So we flip green on ADX, flip green on composite, so I'm calling this long. And our target profit is $3 to $4 in price movement. That is because that will generally lead to $100 in premium or 100% move in premium on the options. Generally, not always, especially now that Tesla's over $1,000. It's a little flippy floppy, but that's the general idea and general rule of thumb. So we're long here. Our entry is 1022.84. We get our next bar, bop, 1033. So we're out. There's your profit for the day. This is probably $300 of price movement in some of the options, if not more. And then we could go higher if you want to leave a runner. We always say leave a runner. If you like to, that's another $20. That's like this move right here. If you have the account size, that's a month's worth of trading in one move. That's why I like Tesla's room, or the Tesla room, because it can literally turn your account around if you play it right. So that's example number 1. This is really straightforward. Example number 2 is you might look at my chart. I sent it today. Why did we not play this one? Why did you not call this out? Well, I will show you why. Composite ADX is red. We go into open. We stay red. We're still red. Oh, I'm sorry. That just went too fast. Okay. We're red. Now, what flip screen? This flip screen. This does not. And that's the close. So I can't call that. I might be able to call that high risk, depending on the Heikinashi. So I could have called this and said, hey, this is a super high risk trade. And yeah, it pans out. Cool. But it could not have panned out, and you could have lost a bunch of money. So I'm not calling that there. It does flip green after, and yeah, hindsight's great, but we don't trade in hindsight. We trade with real time. So here's what I mean about the Heikinashi stuff. You might see me call out a flip if I see the composite flipping at a top, like after a huge move, and I see the Heikinashi's cooling off, I might call a short below a certain level. So I probably would have called short here below 1102, and you could have written that had I called that out. And I will do that occasionally, so be alert for that. Let's look at another example here. Yep. One more example before I end this video. All right, we get to open. Composite is coming down. We have the ADX change. This isn't something you guys need to worry about, but on my end, I'm letting you know if I see the green wave, I will say, okay, go short size or small size, if it stays that way. So now we look at where's our entry. Okay, here is our entry. The wave is gone. We're still red. We're flipped red. So here's an instance where you get a really good entry into a Tesla short. Who's shorting Tesla on a green bar? Not many people, because Tesla only goes up, right? So we're shorting Tesla on a green bar, where our entry is 1002.55, and we are down to $990. So we went from that's a $10 move in less than 15 minutes, just about 15 minutes. So you would have got out. You could have gotten out here, 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 and made $100, $200, $300, $400, whatever it was. Boom, that's a move, and that's done. And you could have ridden it a little bit longer to get a full $20 move, maybe even $25. So that's it, guys. It's super straightforward. The call outs are super straightforward. That's all I had to say on the topic. I mean, it's such a good room to have when you just have one stock to worry about. Again, I absolutely love Tesla. I loved not even necessarily as a company. I just love the price action and the premium action. It's just a fantastic way to make a little extra, and sometimes you can make a full month's worth depending on your size. So what I would suggest, if you're going to trade this, trade light to begin with, just so you get a feel for it, because it does move very, very quickly. You can get scared out of a lot of moves because the premiums do move very quickly. So just be aware of that, and be aware of the profit-taking factor. We're not looking for $50 moves. We're looking for $5 moves, $3 moves. So the premiums can move for us in our favor. All right, guys, that's it. I appreciate your time.